Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Chris, and what I do here is solve technical drawing problems and also provide very important information that you can make use of for you to have better performance in your technical drawing examinations. You're watching my video for the first time as a technical drawing student or engineering student. You want to ask that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, put on the notification bell so that whenever I upload any video, you'll be notified and help me share my videos with your friends who are technical drawing students. And it is important, as I usually say, that you practice these subjects, the practical subjects. You need to practice for you to become a master at it. Now, what I want to do now, I put these questions together on orthographic projection, and I say that there are questions on orthographic projection problems. So I want to answer the questions, and then I'll be giving explanation where necessary. Now, let's start with question 1, in which we are to use this diagram in figure 6 to answer question 1, 2, and 3. As we have that figure 6 shows 2 views of an object. We are to use them to answer questions 1, 2, and 3. And question 1 says that the isometric view of the object is shown in, so looking at what we have here, option A gives us the isometric view of the object. Option A here gives us the isometric view of the object. Okay, then question 2 says that the oblique view is shown in, so option C gives us the oblique view of the object. Okay, we'll move to question 3. So here we have that the plan is shown in, so the plan is shown in option A. That is the plan. So that is the plan. So we have this part that we have here. Under this, it should be shown hidden. So we have these 2 lines, drawn with short dashes line. And then we have this part here, this part like this, so being shown up here or being shown here. So that is the answer to the question. Option A gives us the plan of the object. Then we move to question 4. So we have to use this diagram to answer question 4 to 6, as we have here that figure 10 shows block M with 4 views. The front view is in direction of arrow S, used to answer questions 4 to 6, not 4. So 4 to 6. Okay, so then you look at what we have here. So that they're talking about this. So let's start with question 4, as we have here that says that the views R, U, and Y are in, so they are in third angle projection. That is option C. They are in third angle projection. How do I know that they are in third angle projection? So we have this is the plan. R is the plan, and to be drawn up, then followed by the front view, which is this U. Then the side view will always be beside the front view. So the end elevation will always be beside the front view. That is Y. So it is drawn in third angle projection. And question 5 says that the auxiliary projection is Q. So Q is an auxiliary projection, and the auxiliary view is always inclined at an angle to the principal planes of projection. That is the vertical and horizontal plane of projection. So we have Q to be an auxiliary view. That is option B. Then the end view is Y. So Y is the end view. So this U is the front view, R is the plan, Y is the end view, Q is the auxiliary view. Okay, then we move to question 7 and 8. So where we have to use this diagram to answer question 7 and 8, as we have here that figure 5 shows 2 views of a block used to answer question 7 and 8. Then question 7 says that which of the following diagrams represent the end view X which of the following diagrams represent the end view X? So the end view X, so the object is being viewed in this direction. And as we are viewing this object in this direction, we are going to see a straight line at this point and a straight line at this point, but this hole will be hidden from us. So option D gives us the answer to the question. So we have what? We have the top line, we have the bottom line, and we have this line, the vertical line here, the vertical line here, but the hole will be drawn in hidden form with short dashes line. So that is what we have here. So that's why the answer is option D. Then question 8 says that the figure is drawn. So this figure is drawn in first angle orthographic projection. Is drawn in first angle orthographic projection. So this is the front view, this is the plan, and the end view will be placed in X as we have here. So the answer to this question is option A. Then we move to the next question, that is question 9, which says that in the figure above, the right end elevation in first angle projection is the right end elevation in first angle projection. So this is just look at your right hand. So this is the right side of the object, and this is the left side of the object. The front view is in this direction. So if the object is being viewed from the right side here, so the end elevation will give us option B. That's what is going to give us. We are going to see this L shape, which is on this part. Then we have a right angle triangle here for this part here. So that means we have what? We have option B to be the right answer to the question. Then we move to question 10, which is that two views of a block are shown in first angle below. It is not above, it is below. Okay. All right. So shown in first angle below. Which of the following represents its end view? So this is the front view. So this is the front view and this is the plan. So if the object is being viewed in this direction, so what will the end view? What will it be? So I'm taking this option A is the answer to the question. How did I get that? So at this point, I'm going to have what? At this point, I'm going to have a rectangle, this small rectangle. So for this point here, and also at this point also, so which is also to this part, we also have a rectangle. And on this part here, we're going to have this rectangle, this middle rectangle here. And for the hole that we have here, that's what we have here. We see it like this. Then, though the curve is not shown in the front elevation, we can't see it in front elevation, we can't see it in the plan, but in the end elevation, we see it, and that is why we have this curve here. So option A is the answer to that question. So then, move to question 11. Which of the following views represent the front elevation of a cylinder? Some people may think that option A is the correct answer, or option B is the correct answer, or option D is the correct answer. But the answer to this question is option C. Whenever you are to draw the front elevation of a cylinder, if you draw it like this, you are completely wrong, because this is just a rectangle. This does not tell us that the front view of that object is for a cylinder. So this is wrong, and this is also wrong. This is not correct, because the line put here is just a short dashes line, not a center line. And this line is just a normal thick line, okay? But if you are to draw the front elevation of a cylinder, you must draw a center line, which is drawn within long chain line, as we have here. So option C is the correct answer, is the correct front elevation of a cylinder. So please, let's take note of that. And question 10, we have here that figure 10, we have that figure 10 shows the drawing of a casting. Use it to answer question 12 and 13. Then in question 12, we have that which of the following represent the front elevation of the block? Which of the following represent the front elevation of the block? So looking at what we have here, option A is the correct answer. And because, so by the time I'm looking at this object in this direction, I'm going to have this part to be a rectangle, and that is what we have here. And I'm also going to have this part to be a rectangle, that is what we have here. And then the holes in these two parts, so will be shown hidden as we have here. You can't see them, excuse me. So will be shown hidden as we have here, and this circle here will be shown exactly as you can see it there, and this line at the top is here. So option A is the correct answer to this question. And question 13, the block is drawn in which of the following types of drawing? So it is drawn in orthographic projection. So not in oblique, not in asymmetric, and okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, the answer is isometric. The block is drawn in which of the following types of drawing? So it is drawn in isometric. I was thinking they are talking about this. So this is the block. So the block is drawn in isometric projection. Okay. So why this one is drawn in orthographic projection? So but the block is what they are talking about. It is drawn in isometric. Okay. Then we move to, okay, the reason why I said that it is drawn in isometric, apart from the way we view it, so this point here, so it will be called the lowest point if you are to construct an isometric object of this or of any other block. So this, the angle at which this line and this line are at the to the horizontal line is angle 30 degrees. So it's angle 30 degrees. So I believe if you're familiar with isometric projection, you know what I'm talking about. Then we move to question 14, which says that which of the following is the elevation in the direction of arrow X in the figure below? So the object is being viewed in this direction, and my answer is option D. If you take option A, it is not correct because the curve, so the curve is not going to show, in the front elevation. The curve is not going to show in the front elevation for option B, and this is not correct. So the line that we have here, so we are going to have what? We are going to, oh, yeah, okay. No. Okay, so looking at this, option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. So we have this rectangle here, and then there's no this line, there's nothing like a vertical line here as we have in this option here. So option C is the correct answer. So the line is just drawn and it stops here. Then this one is drawn from here to here. So option C is the correct answer. So there's no vertical line at this point. So please take note of that. So option C is the correct answer. Okay, so we move to question 15. Which of the following is the view marked X in first angle projection of the box below? Okay, so looking at what we have, we are going to have a plane view here. We are going to have a plane view. So it's going to give us something like a rectangle. And then this hole here, as is hidden in the front elevation, it's also be hidden in the end elevation. And option B is the correct answer to that question. Okay, then move to question 16, which says that which of the following represent the block or the plan of the block whose elevation and end view are shown below. Okay, so we have this block. So we want to look at the plan. So the plan of this is option C is the plan. Option C is the plan of this block. So just visualize how the isometric view will look like, and then so you'll be able to choose the right answer. But for me, this is the answer. I've looked at it. So the answer is option C. Then coming to question 17, in the figure below, the correct view in direction of arrow F is the correct view in direction of arrow F is option A. So we are going to see this. So this is not going to bend. This is not going to bend. So it just give us something like this. So that is option A is the answer to that question. And question 18 says that the correct pictorial view of the block whose orthographic views are shown below is. So looking at this, the answer is option A. Just try to visualize what we have here. So this shape that we have here, this shape up here like this, that's what we have here like this. Okay, from here to here. Then this rectangle is what we have here. And then in the end elevation, so we also have this L, then we have this line and this line as we have here. And for the plan, so we have this line, this line, this line, then we also have this surface here. So this surface here is what we have here. Option A is the answer. Question 19, the elevation in the direction of arrow F of the block below is. So looking at this, so the answer is option A is the answer. So we are going to have this rectangle, this one as a rectangle, and that's what we have here. The curve is not going to show, unlike what we have here. So this will just give us a rectangle as we have here, and this will give us a U shape. So merge together with this rectangle. So option A is the answer. Now we move to question 20, which says that two views of a block are shown below. So so the correct view of the block in direction of arrow P is. So so looking at what we have here, so let's start. So we are going to have a line at this point. We are going to have a line at this point, and this part here is going to be hidden from us. So if I'm taking the answer here, I will take option A. So this line that we have at this point, at this point here is this thick line. Then the hidden detail, or the line that will be hidden, that will be drawn in short dashes line at this point, is what we have here. Followed by, at this point, we are going to have a thick line. At this point here, we are going to have a thick line. This is it. Then we also have a part here that will be hidden from us, and this is shown hidden here. Then we have a thick line at this point. That's what we have here. So option A is the correct answer to the question. So we have other questions about, we have more questions left. So let's meet on the part 2 of the answer to these questions.